Welcome to the Property Code. I'm your host, Nick. Today, we dive into real estate negotiation strategies that will give you the edge in 2025. Picture this. It's a crisp April morning, and Elena, a 34-year-old marketing strategist, has just found the perfect townhouse in a newly revitalized district. She has saved $25,000 for her down payment and secured pre-approval at 5.25% interest, but she knows sticker price is only the beginning. Her success will hinge on negotiation, a skill as critical as location or financing. Elena's first lesson came from her mentor, a veteran investor named Marcus, who once taught her that negotiation starts long before you sit at the table. In 2025, artificial intelligence platforms analyze millions of property comparables, local sales velocity, and buyer sentiment. Before making any offer, Elena spent an evening reviewing a data dashboard that showed listing days on market, recent sale to ask ratios, and neighborhood infrastructure plans for the next decade. She noticed that similar homes in her target block had sold at an average 6% discount from their list price within the past 3 months. Armed with that insight, she knew the seller might accept an offer below asking. On offer day, Elena began with curiosity. Instead of launching immediately into numbers, she asked the listing agent about the seller's timeline. The agent explained that the owner planned to relocate internationally in 8 weeks but was flexible on closing date. Elena then subtly hinted at her well-organized position. She had no contingency on buyer financing, her inspection waiver was ready for investor standard improvements, and her attorney could close 10 days early if needed. This combination of empathy for the seller's timing and demonstration of her own preparedness set a collaborative tone rather than an adversarial one. Next came the offer. Elena submitted an initial bid 5% below list price, referencing the data trend she had discovered and emphasizing her ability to close quickly. She included a personal note expressing admiration for the home's historic millwork and her intention to preserve its character. By acknowledging the seller's emotional attachment, she humanized the process. And in 2025, emotional intelligence remains a decisive factor in negotiations. A few days later, the seller countered at 3% below asking, but with a request to keep realtor commissions unchanged. This is where realtor commission negotiation tactics become vital. Instead of pushing for a lower commission, Elena proposed a creative solution. She would agree to maintain the standard commission percentage if the seller split the savings from her below-market offer equally between them. In practice, if the seller accepted her reduced price, the seller would net the same proceeds as if the home sold at full price with unchanged commission, while Elena would effectively capture additional value in reduced cost. The listing agent, eager to avoid commission disputes, accepted on behalf of the seller. With the purchase price settled, Elena turned her attention to contract terms, closely mirroring principles from procurement negotiation, clear scopes, defined timelines, and performance incentives. She negotiated a short inspection window of 7 days, but with an automatic 1-day extension if the property required specialized testing, such as environmental or structural assessments. That flexibility protected the seller's schedule while ensuring Elena had sufficient time to thoroughly vet the property. She also agreed to a quick repair cap of $1,000, beyond which the seller would credit the difference at closing. This tactic lowered the seller's uncertainty and kept repair negotiations out of closing day turmoil. After inspection, a few minor issues arose: a cracked tile and an aging water heater. Elena had budgeted $2,000 in her renovation plan for these exact scenarios. Rather than reopening price negotiations, she used her lease purchase research skills to negotiate a seller credit equal to her estimated repair cost. The seller appreciated her practical approach. She wasn't seeking a lower price, just fair treatment for genuine defects. In 2025's market, where many investors rely on AI appraisal models, this human-centered, fact-driven negotiation won respect. Throughout the process, Elena leveraged digital communication tools to keep all parties informed. She set up a shared online workspace where her lender, agent, and attorney could track deadlines, view documents, and comment in real time. Transparent communication reduced friction and built trust, another cornerstone of advanced negotiation. Closing day arrived smoothly. Elena's earnest focus on both data and relationships turned a competitive bidding environment into a partnership. She signed the final papers, knowing she had negotiated below market value and structured contract terms that balanced risk and reward. Her effective use of house buying negotiation tactics, pre-work with AI analytics, empathetic inquiry, creative commission structures, and clear contract incentives illustrates how negotiation in real estate has evolved but remains rooted in preparation, fairness, and communication. As you embark on your next deal, remember these guiding principles. Start by collecting hard data to inform your strategy. Engage with sellers on a human level to understand motivations. Propose win-win solutions that address both price and terms. Leverage digital platforms for transparency and plan creative structures, whether on commission splits or repair allowances, to align incentives. In 2025, technology may provide the numbers, but emotional intelligence and strategic flexibility will set you apart. Thank you for listening to The Property Code. If you found today's episode helpful, subscribe. Until next time, stay strategic, stay empathetic, and keep negotiating your way to success.